How does it feel to hold my fate in your hands?
Familiar?
You're awfully good at it. So what's the verdict? Am I going to a tropical paradise to lick my wounds? Or am I moving back in with a man I love?
I know Steffi is with Liam right now. Wearing as little as possible. Oh, it's so hot outside. Trying to convince him to go back to her.
Yeah, well, it worked in the past.
Gee, thank you.
I'm just saying, you don't have to stay hunkered at Mom's. Go to the beach house. Claim your man, if that's what you want to do.
Taylor, you're an extraordinary woman. Steffi would be lucky to end up like her mother.
Except for the unlucky in love part. No, I take that back. Loving you was definitely the best thing that ever happened to me in my life. Unfortunately, losing you was right up there with one of the worst.
For that, Doc, I'm sorry.
I've accepted it. I've moved on. And quite happily, I might add. But when I do see Steffi walking the same path, all of that hurt comes back, Ridge, you know, wondering, why do you feel like you can never win? Why do you always feel like you're second best, like you'll never measure up? What did you do wrong?
Taylor, that was never the case.
We were pretty good together, weren't we?
Yes, we were. And I never regretted one moment I spent with you.
I'll drive you to Liam's if that's what you want. I'll stay in the car if you think better of it, or disappear if you decide to stay.
Well, it's very sweet of you, considering how you really feel.
You know, just showing up would do it. Knock Steffi right off that playing field.
I have made too many decisions based on Steffi. It cannot be about her. It's gotta be what's right for me.
Which is?
I've gotta stay true to my convictions. If I don't, I get lost. You know, it's just like when I was taking the pills. I wasn't being true to myself. Like when I was living with Liam before we were married. We still aren't married.
Sounds like you know your own heart.
My head knows my heart. My heart only knows how much I love Liam.
Think about it before you answer, okay? Weigh the pros and the cons. You and me. Making hot nights like this even hotter. Early morning walks on the beach. Sharing our lives with each other. And knowing that I would never, ever leave you. And then behind door number 2, you have Hope. A girl who bails on you. Walks out on you over and over again. Who needs to grow up and learn about compromise and commitment. You don't have to wait. You do have another option. Me. You know what? Here's how I see it. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, you found a note from your wife on your wedding day that said goodbye. You turn to your ex-wife, me, and things get a little, hot and heavy. But then we realized it was a big misunderstanding, right? And that she didn't write the note, and Hope forgave you. But then we have a bigger problem. The tablet accidentally records us in your hotel room. Hope watches the video, and she completely flips out.
Understandably.
Yeah, I'm not denying that. No. But then the papers arrive to validate the marriage, and what does Hope do? She rips the papers up. She walks out on you. She goes back to her mommy's place. Tell me, Liam, is this really the life you want to live?
You know, I can pinpoint when I was happiest.
Bet I can guess when that was. When our family was together and intact.
You, me, Thomas, Steffi, and Phoebe. It was right after I had the twins, and we were sitting on the bed, and you and Thomas were there on the edge, and I was holding the girls. Sometimes I wish you could just freeze those moments, you know?
Totally agree.
And then there are those moments in time that I wish had never happened.
Losing Phoebe.
I think about her every day. I wonder what she would have been like right now.
Having you as a mother, she would have been extraordinary.
Well, don't leave yourself out. You know, she was a daddy's girl. You were her hero. You were a wonderful father.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Just ask your other children. They'll tell you.
Hey, I'm proud of them. Especially Steffi. She has grown so much in the last year.
Yeah, well, she's had the brat beat out of her by love.
Still, growth is good.
I just feel for Steffi. I want more for her life than what I've had to go through. I don't want her feeling like part of her life is missing because Hope is with Liam.
Is that really how you feel?
Do you really have to ask?
But you and Thorne, I thought...
How can I give my heart to another man when still so much of it belongs to you?
Seemed like I missed quite a wedding.
The entire day was insane.
What was it like to see Deacon?
I mean, that's what started the whole chain of events. I got this knock at my door, and I was expecting it to be my driver. I opened the door, and I'm speechless. I'm standing there face to face with my dad. And it really was just the best wedding present. I couldn't rush him out. And I didn't want to. I wanted to stay there and talk to him, even though it was making me later.
And meanwhile, everybody's wondering where you are.
Yeah, so I go outside to get in the car after Deacon has left, but the car is driving away, which I couldn't believe.
Why'd the driver leave?
I don't know. I guess because I was late. I don't know. Anyway, Gardner drove by and I kind of hijacked him.
So the gardener is the one that took you to the chapel?
Yes, he was. But, we're almost there and suddenly, roadblock.
Shut up.
No, I'm serious.
Mom didn't tell me that part.
So I finally get to the chapel and Mom and Ridge are just like, where have you been? We've been so worried about you. And I'm looking around, but no Liam.
Because he went back to the hotel to find you.
Yeah. So I went to the hotel and I got there and had no idea that Steffi was there hiding in the bathroom. I don't think I even realized how messed up Liam looked. I was just so focused on getting married. And that's when I found out about the note that Deacon left. Liam thought it was for me, calling off the wedding. And when I think about it now...
No, don't. Just fast forward to the wedding, for me.
It was magnificent. But it doesn't matter. Because that day will never be my wedding day.
My point is, Hope always walks out on you. That's how she deals with her problems. You know, I have never walked out on you, and I never will.
Never's a long time, Steffi.
And I can still say that. Whether your marriage is valid or not in this country, you and Hope, you both said your vows, and it was real.
I agree.
Hope wants to have another wedding because she feels that her wedding in Italy was tainted. Okay, fine, yeah. Go do that. But moving out?
Well, she's not technically moving out. I mean, she's staying in her mom's because she's angry and she wants to sort things out. And you know Hope and her principles, and you know this is one of the things I love most about her. I mean, even when things aren't easy, she sticks with them. And Hope needs things to be a certain way, and living with a man when she's not married doesn't work for her.
But you are married. In every way that matters. And if she doesn't get that, then she doesn't deserve you. What is that?
That's my VCR.
You have one of these?
I'm sorry. Not everything is available on DVD, including Bob Hope movies.
How come I never knew about these Bob Hope movies when we were married?
Because it never even occurred to me that you liked him. I mean, do you know how much it blew my mind in Aspen when you told me you were a fan?
Like I said, simpatico. We're so alike. What else do you need to know?
Rick, do you believe in happiness?
Sure.
Why?
Well, I've been there for one. I've seen it with Mom and Ridge and with Eric and Stephanie in their weird way.
Maybe it's just me. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've been there, I felt it. When I was in Italy, I was overjoyed, but I just feel like there's always going to be something, some kind of secret that's just waiting to blow your world apart.
Love is a struggle.
It shouldn't have to be.
Oh, an attitude like that, you're gonna set yourself up for disappointment. Love is forgiveness, too.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of that lately.
Well, maybe you should consider moving back in with Liam. Give him a chance to be the husband that you need.
You make it sound so easy.
Well, it could be, if you love the guy.
If I do that, I mean, if we're really going to do it, then it's gotta be the right time.
I think you should be having this conversation with Liam.
You're the most fun I've ever had. You make me laugh when nothing in the world seems funny. And on top of it all, you're my best friend.
There's hope.
Listen, I understand what you're saying. When things get tough, Hope heads for the door. But look at me. Things get tough, I head for you. I have hurt Hope really badly.
Yeah, but we've apologized over and over again, and her response is walking out on you. I mean, how are you guys supposed to work this out if she's not even here?
I know. I'm trying to see this from Hope's perspective, and I completely understand her not wanting a wedding tied into what happened between you and me in that hotel.
Okay, so confront her. You guys should fight about it. You guys should be doing it right here. Is this what you want for the rest of your life?
It's not that simple.
Yes, it is. Hope has made your life miserable. She has. But I've been there with you, loving you, right beside you. I have always had your back. You need to tell her that she can't walk out on you anymore. You need to tell her that you're done. Go talk to her. Go talk to her. I will give you an hour. After that, I'll be gone. lying in a cabana, drowning my sorrows in Mai Tais. But I'd rather be right here with you. Go. And then come back. To me.
I could have lived a very happy life with you and our children.
I believe that too, Rich.
I always wanted to be in two places at one time.
Well, that would have worked out great for you.
I have never stopped loving you. Please don't doubt that.
I know. And I know that you've also given Brooke yet another ring, and you're about to get married for what, the millionth time? And I'm sad about that. But put on my game face. But I don't want that kind of life for our daughter. I don't want to see Steffi go through that the rest of her life. Always wanting to be with the man she loves, the man she was meant to be with. And in spite of everything that's happened with Hope, I do believe that Liam is that man for her.
Okay if I come in?
Sure. I was just thinking about calling you.
Can I just say one thing?
Okay.
I've been trying to understand your position. I know you're ticked off. I know that you're staying at your mother's until you can wrap your head around this and decide if I'm somebody you want to be married to. I get that. I also get that you don't believe in living with me unless we're married. Here's what I'm confused about. We're already married. We made vows. We had a priest pronounce us man and wife.
Technically, the ceremony wasn't legal.
I'm sorry about what happened with Steffi. I genuinely thought that you had left me, and you're gonna have to give me some forgiveness and some understanding on that. We can work through this, but I need you with me. I need you at home with me as my wife. And so I'm here, I'm asking you to leave this place and come home with me. But I need to get an answer from you. Will you come?